Jeffrey joins me now for that segment. Hello again, Jeffrey.
Yeah, absolutely, Bukola. So I'm sure that one of the things we will be talking about today is the reinstatement of Sanusi Sanusi as the Emir of Kano. It was a big story yesterday, and a lot of people have been talking. So let's get straight to what you've been saying on this particular one. And by the way, we understand that he's expected at the government house at about 9 a.m. or so this morning to take his letter of appointment from the governor of Kano State, Abba Yusuf. So at some point, hopefully, we should be able to cross over to Kano State to find out the pulse of the city, how they are receiving this news. But there's a lot you're also saying on X. So let's get straight to it, where you talk about this. Uncle Green, you call yourself at Poet Clem, says, why do governments get involved in monarchies? A big tint rather on our traditional institutions.
Well, that's his thoughts. Adlove Global Venture says, if I were him, I would take the position. I would not take the position again. The same people who reinstated him will use him for politics, and if deny them, they will dethrone him again.
Emeka Ekwere says, kingship don't turn table tennis. But what if another governor dethrone him again? Will he be enthroned again? So, people are just concerned that let's just separate these monarchies across board from the we'll call it the whims and caprices now, or the powers of politicians or the political class at the end of the day, because these are sacred institutions, religious and traditional institutions. Bukola, you have the next one.
But they also do have their role in governance, either by proxy, and this informs perhaps, I believe, the concern of some of our viewers who are speaking, because Muhammed Sanusi, when he was Emir before the dethronement, was not a very quiet one. When he speaks, he gets politicians and everyone across the board uncomfortable in their seats. So perhaps will he be less vocal following his reinstatement? We really do not know. And if he's vocal, will it be something that the current administration in Kano be comfortable with? So that's left to be seen.
All right.
This one is from Deberechi, who says, if Sanusi was a man you think he is, he won't accept that throne unless there's a plan to make the throne independent of state government. Another politician will enter tomorrow. Speaking of which, another politician would be, governor tomorrow now and dethrone him. SMH, that would be shaking my head.
Okay, Oluwasegun, he calls himself D-Best or herself, D-Best 101. I'm still wondering what will happen to the deposed one, and also hope this will not give incoming governors the power to remove and reinstate kings as they like. And
this last one appears to be positive, but mixed. Kev O says, congratulations to him, but I have a question. What if another governor is elected into office? Will he be removed again?
That is the concern of everybody, which is why we say separate this thing. Whatever happens to the institution, let the traditional royalties and all of that sort themselves out, except it has to be the intervention of government at some point. But we'll see how that plays out. Let's go to the next one. The House of Reps has passed a bill to revert to the old national anthem. When I saw this, I was like, okay, what is this really all about? We had the old national anthem called Nigeria We Hail Thee, and they're reverting to that by this legislation. And that means we're not going to be singing Our Rise Will Come Again. Right?
Well, if it scales and if the president assents to it.
If the president assents to it. No, it's past third reading, by the way. Okay, John, Abuchi 001 says there is unemployment, inflation, insecurity, millions of out-of-school children in the north, but national anthem is our problem. Bravo to the House of Reps for this timely, carefully thought-out, patriotic move. Nigeria, we hail thee indeed. I can see sarcasm all over that.
Absolutely. This next one is from Abiodun, who says, Nigeria has more priorities than this. There is economic crisis, inflation. National anthem is not our problem for now.
I Am Wise One says our current national anthem don't suit Nigerians because every of our leaders and even citizens are doing the exact opposite of what the anthem and pledge says. Our leaders, faithful, loyal, and honest, do they serve our fathers' land or their pocket? So the argument at some point is the fact that it's the tone and the language of where Our Rise Will Come is too military in nature. So they need a bit of civil composure in our national anthem, which they believe Nigeria Will Hail Thee conveys.
And apart from that, the argument of the legislators is that it's more in line with the call to true patriotism and the spirit of nationalism, hence the need to return to it. But more importantly, our actions should be what should be different. Well, this one is from Mr. Wises, I believe.
No, Chigozie.
Taking that Chigozie MacDom says, "How did we get here? Look at the people that should be doing everything possible to ensure that the executive reduces the inflation that is killing Nigerians. They are busy discussing the anthem that most of them cannot recite." How do you know that, Chigozie?
I think we'll tell our producer to get the person who sponsored this bill. We need to have a conversation with this gentleman or lady.
With the Senate leader.
Yes, yes, the gentleman or the person in the house. Godiano says, "Is the national anthem Nigeria's problem? What level of shadow chasing is this? Inflation at 33, not 32, 33% unemployment, 33. Unemployment, hunger, insecurity in the land, and we're concerned about national anthem. Who do us?" Okay.
Well, Mickey Schofield, interesting name, says, "So the bill gets approved and the new old national anthem is played during a world stage, say an international football match, and then Super Eagles players start to fumble because they're used to the old anthem. Tackle pressing needs and leave this." Oh, let's leave Macclesfield.
All right, let's get to what happened in the courts. Yesterday, by the Binance executive, we understand Gambarian, he slumped yesterday in court, and people have been reacting. So let's get straight to your thoughts. Dean Measy says, "I hope we don't become liable over this guy's health." Who advised him to slump? Did he advise someone to slump?
I don't
know about that.
I don't know. This next one is from Rita Sunshine, who says, "How are they feeding them in prison custody? Do they have health centers around the facilities? If you can't take good care of your inmates, don't confine them there. It's not a death sentence." Not impressed.
Okay, F.O. Dorridge says, "Somebody must have told him that it is the tactics used by Nigerian politicians when they okay, I get it, when they are arraigned in court or summoned to a panel." Yeah, we've seen this before. So, but that's not who we are, by the way. Please, let's be clear.
Well, this last one on this thought is from Emmanuel Isijola, I hope. He's still in order in the courtroom. He didn't abscond. There's a standing court order on fainting in the past. It's not violated any standing law.
Okay, let's now move on. Still in the nation's capital, Abuja, where residents have stormed accident scene with buckets, with other things, because apparently this truck, maybe veered off and fell off, and there was enough beer around. So rather than help the company to recover, they resorted to help him themselves to fill their whatever. Okay. Big Sharp says, "This is beyond disgraceful," instead of to help them. Okay.
Well, I really do wish we had a video of
I wish we had the video. So
I wish you had
we could see this.
Well, this one is from Oxygen of Life. Oxygen spelled in an interesting way. And they say, "In a country where there is no proper insurance structure, this is a big loss to the owner of the goods."
Apparently, Ishola Temitayo Precious T5427 is your handle. "This is now above hunger. Like the mind settings every one of us is carrying right now, needs to be checked." Okay, like our mind setting. Okay, that's what you meant. Bukola.
And this last one on this subject is from Tony Man, who says, "This is International Brewery's truck. Omona Loso, make them drop bottles after drinking it."
Well, if people can run to scoop fuel and PMS,
even palm oil.
Yeah, talk of beer. This is beer. This is like, I wanted to use a phrase, but I remember I was on TV. But it's okay. But I think what people are trying to say is that this is someone's business. It's important we help the people rather than resort to increase their loss at the end of the day. But let's say it again that Muhammed Sanusi II is expected at the Kano state government any moment from now to receive his appointment from the governor at about 9 a.m. or so or thereabout. But as soon as that happens, you can be guaranteed that Channels Television will be there to bring you, because it's a huge development in the Kano Emirates as far as this is concerned. But we'll take a quick break now, get to our conversation for the day. Join us again.
Be right back.